What up, my Hebrew royal nation? My head is bowed to all the princes of Yehuda, to Gad, to Yissachar, and to all the rest of our tribes as a whole of Yaakov, Yasharel. Shalom. Okay, we need to talk. This is going to be a war report. Because Yahuwah, my father, said, keep your eyes on what I told you. Ezekiel is Yahuwah's playbook, his blueprint to the very end. All the way home, my people. That's where we go. And that's where he put me to sit and study with him. Now, I know I told you to keep your eyes on Africa. We're going to talk about that, but wait a minute. Syria is at war. Okay? And, wow. They are at war. Russia is fighting with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? In the book of Amos, in the punishments, everybody's in there, including Yasharel, if you have a Sefer. If you have any of the other books of this heathen world, you are being told that it is Israel who is not real. They were created by Rockefeller to hide us. And they could go through the nation and just, enslave it. There's one place they can enslave, and that's the firmament. And y'all's about to poke their eyeballs out at all CNI, those satellites, because Russia and China, I already told you that on my wall. So let me get back on track. Yes, Father. So Syria is fighting. Russia's fighting. Iran's getting involved. Now, in the book of punishments, y'all's coming for this king of Damascus. And it tells you why. It's because of what was done to the Hebrews. Yahuwah told us that he held his peace and let Esau play his blessing out, his Baruch. And that's where we are. And he said, these are the days, they're not the days of my judgment, but the days of my vengeance. So, our people that don't line up either, you're in there. Yasharel, you're in there. So, let me finish. He's coming after this king. Okay? If you go into the book of Amos, you're going to follow exactly what is going on. And it said that Damascus is going to become a heap of rubble. And Yahuwah went all the way down to their palaces. He said, I'm going to have wild beasts, owls, and everything else running and screaming through your palaces. Now, he's pissed. And he is ripping the house of Edom up. Now, this is about to kick the fuck off. Now, anybody that knows what the United States has been doing, they've been stealing oil from Syria. There's footage of it. And sneaking it out of there. They have possession over a lot of the oil sites, especially one of them. And they are getting into a huge-ass fight over Syria right now. So, like I told you, you want to go into the book of Amos and ask Yahuwah to let you see through his eyes what's going on. Now, who were the kings that Yahuwah said he was going to use? King of Iran and Putin. Both of these brothers are Edom. But he calls Iran his mighty ones, and Russia too. He picked both of them. And he chooses by the heart, and he blessed the hell out of them, didn't he? Damn! They got shit that the United States is pissing themselves over. Let me tell you something. We got eagles shitting in their nests right now. I watch the Pentagon briefings, and they lie out their fucking ass. You understand me? I think it's a hologram, but I'm just going to keep that to myself. They lie. And you can see the sweat that they wiped before they came in front of that camera. They know they are helpless. And the biggest weapon is when you don't fear anyone anymore. You would rather face it and let the chips fall where they may, baby. Well, that's where these two brothers are. They're tired of America's foot and Gog Israel's foot. Cancel that name out in Yahuwah's name because it has 3 gods in it. Edom has many gods. False gods. So we cancel those names out in Yahuwah's name. Pretty much, the ones that thought they were going to win, they ain't winning. They're getting their asses stomped, and they are bewildered about it. Even y'all sent in demons to chase Gog, Israel. Whenever I say Gog, I'm talking about Israel, okay? Because I don't want to say that name, those names. He even chased Gog's soldiers up out of there, and they're committing suicide so they don't have to go back to the war. It's on Google. You can go look at it, YouTube too. Said there were demons out there. You can't see, but they're killing us, they said. You can't get out of here. Their feet, so they got into some kind of, I don't know what it was, dirt or what, I don't know what happened, but they had some kind of a disease going on with their feet and their boots. Yahuwah is not playing. He told Edom, when my children's punishment is up that I gave them, and they remember themselves, he said, I'm going to break this loose, and I'm going to remember you for everything that you have done. And that is what's happening. It's imploding into itself, and the only people that are fighting are Edom. That's it. They are the only ones biting at each other's necks. And Yahuwah said, I'm going to orchestrate all of this last days, book of Psalms. I'm going to come down there and do it myself. And I am going to lead every man's heart to do what my purpose is. Now, let's talk about Africa. First of all, I don't think it was a mountain, but it was like a hill or something caved in and fell, and it was absolutely full of copper in the Congo. Remember, that's the real Jordan, the great Congo River, where y'all said, I'm gonna be that lion coming out of the Jordan. When did he say he was going to do that? He said, I'm going to call them to Yasharel. Yasharel means upright Elohim. That could only be Yahuwah. I'm going to call them to Yasharel myself. That's Africa. That's his seat. That's his land. That's Yehuda's land too. King David. Now, I'm going to call them here. I'm going to take them back. He kicked them out. They came back. And now they're going to come back. Or kicked them out. And now they're coming back. And he said, and when they cover the heart, that's Ethiopia. I don't know how that's going to fit in, but we just wait. When they cover that like a cloud, that's military from the sky. That's what he showed me. He said, I am going to raise up in my anger, and I am going to shove hooks in Edom's jaws. I'm going to break their bows. You bring everything you've got. You bring everything. I'm going to destroy it right before you. I'm going to put hooks in your jaws. And that means captivity in ancient Hebrew. And they already got him a British one. You understand? Was that Russia? Nope, I think that's Russia. But anyway, he said, I'm going to shove hooks in your jaw. That means captivity. Anyone that goes up against these two kings is going to get there. They're going to grab their ass and catch a handful of teeth, and they're going to have slavery put on them. Y'all said these kings are coming out in chains because of the wicked ass shit that they have done. So we got a lot of wars going on. Don't pay attention to Gog Israel right now, because the United States and Gog Israel is about to get in this war over here in Syria. Why? Because the two kings that Yahuwah picked and chose favor over, that they have kicked dirt on and kept their damn foot on their neck, they're involved in this war, and they're fighting together. So is China. I'll be back with another war report. This is some interesting stuff. As soon as I get it gathered, you know I'll bring it back, because we're watching this fall, and Jacob is rising, and everything that Yahuwah said and told us is happening right now. My head is bowed to all of our princes of Jacob. Shalom.